Your Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Honorable Miguel, Chairperson of the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, Honorable Chief Fortune Charubira, President of the Pan-African Parliament, Honorable Wilson de Almeida Adabo, Chairperson of the African Committee on Experts on the Rights and Welfare of the Child, Honorable Justice Dr. Modibo Sako, President of the Court on Human and People, a great sense of privilege that I address this August gathering on behalf of the Permanent Representatives Committee of the African Union at the opening ceremony of the 85th Ordinary Session of the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. Allow me at the outset to convey the warm greetings of the Permanent Representatives Committee of the African Union and to express our deep appreciation to the government and the people of the Republic of the Gambia for their continued hospitality and steadfast commitment to the African human rights system. The Gambia has proudly served as the home of the Commission since its establishment, a symbol of Africa's enduring dedication to human rights, justice, and dignity. Your Excellencies, distinguished participants, this session is being held at a moment of great reflection as we commemorate Africa Human Rights Day, observed each year on 31st October. This day, marking the entry into force of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights in 1986, reminds us of the collective pledge made by African states to uphold the dignity, equality, and fundamental freedoms of every African citizen. This commemoration is not only a celebration of progress, but also a moment for introspection. It calls on all of us, governments, AU organs, national human rights institutions, and civil society to reaffirm our shared responsibility in giving conflicts that endanger human life and dignity, persistent inequalities and discrimination, as well as emerging human rights concerns linked to technological change, climate impacts, and migration dynamics. These realities remind us that the protection and promotion of human rights require our constant commitment, collective action, and renewal political will. It's in this context that the African Commission, as the first and oldest human rights organ of our Union, continues to play a vital role. The Permanent Representatives Committee commends the Commission's unwavering efforts to promote and protect rights, even under difficult circumstances, through its special mechanism, constructive dialogue with the states, and engagement with civil society and regional partners. As member states of the African Union, we reaffirm our central role in the promotion and protection of human and people's rights across the continent. It's through our collective will, our national institutions, and our legislative and policy frameworks that the ideals of the African Charter find practical expression. We remain committed to upholding these principles and to ensuring that our engagement within the African human rights system continues to strengthen its relevance, effectiveness, and impact. The realization of human rights in Africa depends first and foremost on our shared responsibility, cooperation, and sustained political commitment. Our shared objective remains to uphold the spirit of complementarity, where the policy-making organs of the Union, its human rights institutions, and its member states work hand in hand to advance the aspirations of the Agenda 2063 vision. An Africa of good governance, democracy, respect for human rights, justice, and the rule of law. In this regard, member states recognize the importance of continued engagement and constructive dialogue with the African Commission. Our collective success in realizing the rights and freedoms guaranteed under the African Charter depends on our ability to transform commitments into concrete action. We must continue to enhance implementation at the national level, strengthen coordination between governments and regional mechanisms, and ensure that the recommendations and decisions of the regional of the Commission are effectively followed up. By doing so, we reinforce not only the credibility of our institutions, but also the trust of our citizens in the African human rights system. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we open this 85th ordinary session, we, the member states of the African Union, reaffirm our unwavering support to the African Commission on Human and People's Rights in the fulfillment of its noble mandate. The Commission stands as a cornerstone of our continental architecture for human rights, a trusted partner of member states in advancing dignity, justice, and equality for all. We recognize its vital role in accompanying states in their efforts to strengthen governance, uphold the rule of law, and give full effort to the principles enshrined in the African Charter. As a conclusion, let us renew our shared determination to make the African human rights system a living expression of our Union's aspirations. In Africa, where every individual enjoys dignity, equality, and justice. On behalf of the Permanent Representatives Committee, I wish to commend the chairperson, commissioners, and the secretariat of the African Commission for their continued dedication to the noble cause of human rights in Africa. I also extend our profound appreciation to the government and people of the Republic of the Gambia for their steadfast hospitality and for serving for more than 3 decades as the proud host of the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. Last but not least, on behalf of the PRC, I extend my heartfelt condolences for the passing of our brother Miguel. May his soul rest in eternal peace, and may his memory continue to inspire all those whose lives he touched. May the deliberations of the session further strengthen our collective resolve to promote human and people's rights across